Do you have a problem with your latches not latching also? Apparently there's a simple fix, and all it takes is taking this apart, removing this little button right here, and filing down some points. So let's get this off and take a look. What you'll need for this is one of the bigger Phillips head bits for these, just so you don't strip them out. I tried time-lapsing the other one, and for whatever reason it stopped recording. So I'm doing both because neither of them latch. This one is held up when I have my visor up, but I took the visor off the other side because I didn't need it. Just kind of gets in the way. I'm probably lucky when it comes to this. I've heard that some of these strip out, or I guess if you're in a state that sees a lot of corrosion, these might get corroded. I didn't have any issue just taking them out with a Phillips head screwdriver. The size for the bit was a PH3 on these. It fit really nice and snug in there and fell out. Yeah, fits real nice and snug in there. Didn't have any issues taking it off. I'm gonna take these inside, get those filed down, and hopefully see some results. Alright, so what I'm hearing is that all you have to do is take off this clip that's in here, pull out the pin with the spring, and that releases that little button. And then what I'm going to do is take my files and I'm going to file down some of the pieces. I'll show those in a second. Alright, so I honestly didn't need a time lapse for that because that came out extremely easy. I mean, they look pretty dirty, but for the most part, it was just using a little hook. I'm sure a small flathead will work just as well to pull out this clip. Can't even pick it up now, but yeah. Pull off that clip, pull the pin out, pull out the spring, set that aside. What we're looking for is this right here. From the guides that I checked out, it looks like you want to file these two right here. And what you want to do is take off about 1 millimeter for every 3 millimeters of clearance you need. Let's see, it's that file. Yeah, and just kind of go to town on it like that. I'll probably just do this by trial and error. Just file it some, put it back in, see where I'm at. You can kind of tell how much meat is on there. There is a flat spot right here. So yeah, you shouldn't need to take off much. Alright, so after filing those down, I decided that I'm going to try some 3D printed options. There's a couple guys on Thingiverse that posted their roof latch buttons. I'm going to print some of these in PETG and see how they work out, if they hold at all. I'm doing 100% infill, so yeah, we'll see how they hold up. Not bad, not bad. I don't remember why the screw hole's there, but I think they mentioned that you don't have to use a screw for these, but you can. Yeah, I went 100% infill on these, so they should be pretty solid. I basically filed it as much as I possibly could. I actually got it in. It works. Yeah, that actually works. Alright, well, 3D printed option works. I wonder if the screw is there so that you can kind of reinforce it. Because right now it's going to eventually rub through that, I think. I don't know, maybe not, but does work. So yeah, 3D printed option. Again, made these in PETG, 100% infill. I'll leave a link to the Thingiverse website that shows where I got this from. You should be able to download it for free. Huge thanks to the person that designed this. I'll leave it down below and put his name up here. These came out really good. I'm gonna go ahead and swap this one out too. Should be pretty easy, instead of messing with filing, because I could see how maybe that might work, but I mean, it just didn't have enough meat on it, on the actual tip right here. Looks like that was ground down some, so I don't think it was ever gonna fully work, but I like this option. And this is probably like cents on the dollar to print. It feels really robust. If I need to make another one, I can, but we'll see how long it lasts. To swap this one out, I'm just going to lose the clip is what I'm going to do. Yeah, watch where you're shooting that thing off at. Pull that off. Pull that out. There we go. All right, now that one's replaced. Same thing. So I gotta find the clip for this because I did kind of fire it off right now, and also put the clip back on this one. I'll be ready to put these back on. So let's get these finished up. I do like that there's an option to add a screw if the piece is still not making enough contact. I think that's what it's for. It said something about a set screw, but it doesn't look like it needs a set screw. I think just like a regular, it's like a pen head screw. The dome ones, kind of like these ones, but small. Just a small machine screw would work. Just give it a little extra something to kind of catch on. Worst scenario with these is that those 3D printed pieces break, which I don't have too big of an issue with because my latches didn't really work to begin with. So no rust there, but you know that moment in Avengers Endgame when the Hulk, Bruce Banner's like, time travel, like he got it right, but he didn't really get it right? It's kind of how I feel right now. But, I mean, I don't think I'm worse off than I was before. They do kind of work. And if I really wanted to, like I said, I can add a screw right there and that'll really make it work. Alright, that was me trying to make my latches a little better. What went right? The latches came off easy. The bolts weren't seized. And I didn't strip anything. So, what went wrong? I lost the clip on one side. The other thing that went wrong was, as much as I thought filing that one piece was just gonna fix it like it did for other people, that didn't really work for mine. Alright, so I'm editing this and I realized that my last clips, the audio is pretty terrible. It had so much background noise that you could hear me, but you also heard everything that was going on in the other rooms. Right now, I do have my 3D printer running, so you will hear a little bit of humming and movement, but hopefully this audio will be a lot better. I did fix one of the latches. One of them works really well. The second one, not so well, but I think with putting a screw into that kind of set screw area, I looked up what Flying Miata had to offer, and this design was very similar to theirs, where it had that screw hole, and yeah, so I could probably put a set screw in there to help latch it a little better. I found out that the little caps that go on the latch itself were in pretty bad shape. I'm actually printing new ones right now. Luckily, another person on Thingiverse posted their rendition of those latch caps. So yeah, they posted up latch caps, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll give them a shot. I don't really feel like I came out ahead on this video, but it was an experience to actually take it apart, check it out, and see what I could do to try to make them better. So if this helped you at all, leave a comment down below. If you have any thoughts on what I should do next on these latches, let me know. If you saw something that I missed, let me know. I'm gonna get working. See you later. Thanks for watching. Real quick before I finish this video, I wanted to add in that I noticed that my cap cover things were cracked. This one's not as bad, although it is bad, so I'm going to replace those. I again went with a 3D printed option since these were posted on Thingiverse. I printed them at regular size and at 105% size because there was a comment saying that it might be necessary. So let's get these swapped out. Okay, so here's the new 3D printed version. I did use the regular size. I didn't have to size it up. It fit perfectly. This is on a NB1 99 Miata. Apparently they changed these for 2002 and up. But yeah, this one fit just right. So I'll get the other side switched out and throw these back on. This is the other one, and it's extremely bad. So there's a no-brainer on replacing this one.